Thank you for taking time to join me here today on Tuesday. I want to talk a little bit about things that are currently going on in this lawless country that we are all living in. Some states are obviously better. More liberal states are going to use the word loosey-goosey because that seems to be fitting. Our state of California here, they're going to be releasing thousands upon thousands of sexual offenders of children, murderers. These are heinous crimes that these individuals have committed, and they are going to be turning them free into our state. When I always talk about crime being rampant, you really need to keep your head on a swivel at all times. Don't take a single second for granted. You don't know what is going on in the mind of a certain individual when you are out. Try not to make eye contact, just don't linger, and I say that as I'm sitting in a parking lot, but there is a armed security officer guard here, so it's a little bit more, and it's pretty busy, people walking in and out, but we have that going on here in our state. I just spent $130-ish on having my sky detailed, and we get over like cloudy weather here, but it doesn't rain, and so I just keep it under the car cover, because I don't want it to get water spots. Water spots are very damaging to your paint, so that's why lately I haven't been in that one. And again, like I said, it's more of a collector piece. I mean, obviously I do drive it, but I want to keep the miles down on it as much as possible. But that brings me to your vehicles, making sure that you keeping them serviced and not going out and going into debt and financing if you don't have to. I mean, obviously this is talking to people, the 60% that are paycheck to paycheck and that are experiencing some financial problems during this inflation. I listen to a lot of really important advisors talking about the dollar. Now, it's not the inflation that's the problem. It's that they are printing so much money that the dollar is being devalued. We are literally going to wake up one morning and guess what? The dollar is going to be worth nothing. This is not conspiracy. This is not, oh my God, this is so doom and gloom. This is facts, people. This is why you don't want to be keeping all of your money in the dollar, in the fiat currency. You're going to wake up one day and it's not going to be worth zero. We know we're going into digital currency. That is not something that's, obviously, yes, it's in beta testing, but it's going to go into effect. This is what the Great Reset is all about. Maybe the average little person that's just, making ends meet by the best that they can, maybe that won't affect them. But people that have money and savings, I've heard that they're not going to be able to transfer large amounts of money into the new digital currency. It's basically to keep everybody poor and, dependent on the government. The more they can make you dependent on them, the more they have you under your thumb. And we see our First Amendment is it's been under they've basically, unless your views, the freedom of speech, unless your views line up with theirs, the far you are censored. It is being attacked, and I don't recognize my country. Whether you're a believer in God or not, I'm very concerned about all of us here in America. Really, we are the only country that is doing such filth. No other country allows such things to go on, and I don't have to go into detail. You know what I'm talking about. Balenciaga, child bondage on their advertisements. I have a lot of designer brands. I don't buy designer anymore, but I mean, I think it's really a waste of money. Like, I have my Louis Vuitton wallet. That was the recent purchase, and that was maybe 2 years ago, and I have not purchased any designer anything. I think it's a waste of money. I lived that lifestyle. I'm not bragging. It was just my lifestyle that I lived, and really, it's just who are you trying to impress at the end of the day? So you have a designer bag, or you wear designer clothes. Does really anybody care? No. And if they do care, then that says they're a little on the pretentious side. And you don't want to be associated with people that are pretentious anyway, because in the end, we're all leaving here in our birthday suit, and we can't take anything with us. Now, of course, live comfortably, live as you choose to live. I'm not saying otherwise, but I'm saying, is it a priority, or is it a necessity? No, it's not. What is a necessity right now is protecting our future, our sovereignty, our freedom, and we are under siege. We are under attack. We saw in North Carolina, somebody went and just randomly shot up the transformers, so they say. Who knows the actual who did it and reasons why? All we know is that there's thousands upon thousands of people that are currently with no electricity. It's cold there, but again, this is why you want to be, and I'm not going to use just the word preppers, you should be prepared anyway. You should have an alternative form in case that happens. We never know what craziness is going to go on in the world. So really making sure you have a backup way to heat your home. It's important. Look what happened in Texas last year. People actually died. It's serious. You know, California, I don't know what in the world is going on. There is like a cloud of over us, but it won't even give a drop of rain. I guarantee you, if I wanted to rain, just bring out my red line and it'll start raining, because that's always how it is, right? You wash your car and then it rains. But I really think, people, we are in very perilous times. It's very serious what is allowing to go on in our country. I'm not saying maybe in some time it will get better. I don't know that. I know right now it's not looking good, and the food prices are continuing to go up, and they will continue to go up. We're still facing the shortage of diesel, even though we're sitting on a gold mine of oil right here. But again, the United States have made ourselves dependent on other countries. That was our first mistake. No, actually, our first mistake was taking us off the gold standard. Nixon took us off the gold standard in 1971. Our second mistake was basically not manufacturing anything in this country and being reliant and dependent on other countries such as China. China hates our guts right now. They only want our farmland, and they are talking about dumping the dollar, and they're backing Russia and other countries, and they don't want to associate with us. And if they stop with if we stop getting our products from them right now in motion, you're gonna go to the store and there's not gonna be a lot of stuff that you're accustomed to on the shelves. So this is concerning. We're going into 2023, and do you know right now, with our $30+ trillion debt, that we are paying $1 billion, I believe it's a day, don't quote me, but I did believe I read $1 billion a day of interest alone. Now, does any one of you think that we are going to be able to pay any of this debt down or back? No. Why do you think they're getting rid of the fiat currency? They're going to reset it. That's why it's called the Great Reset. They're going to reset the balance books to zero and start a new system. So if you have a bunch of money saved up, I keep saying diversify, land, you know, maybe if you know it's going to be your forever home, do it. Don't wait, because nothing is going to be cheaper than it is right now. I don't know the answers. I just listen to people that's been through a lot more than I have, and that are more financial and savvy and know their business. And I think, again, it comes down to common sense. Don't, as a little expression, don't keep all your eggs in one basket. So continuing to do what you can in these hard times, because a lot of people are struggling. Again, I don't have the answers. Just keep putting food, water, medical, alternative ways of electricity for your home, backup generators, heaters, things of that nature is a way to cook. So I'm going to end it here. I'm over 10 minutes, and the longer it is, it's harder to edit. But thank you all so much for being patient. I did put up a little frappe video because, you know, I think it's important that, you know, people, like I said, their lifestyles are having to change a little bit, or for some people a lot, drastically. And if you are a frappuccino lover and a coffee lover, then you can make it a lot cheaper than going to the Starbucks and buying it. And I guarantee my recipe is going to be a lot cleaner and healthier for you than what you're currently getting there, because they use GMO. They don't care. They're all for profit. So anyway, I'm just going to end it, everyone. Please leave your comments down below. We all learn from one another. And again, have a wonderful day, and I will see you again on Friday. God bless everyone. Take care. So real fast, everyone. If you use evaporative milk, I made a video about just about 99.9% of all evaporative milk, whether it's Carnation, you know, the other brands, store brands, they all contain carrageenan. If you don't care about carrageenan, then this video isn't for you. But if you do care what you put into your body, I have, and I was so happy. I just stumbled upon it because I'm always searching when I'm out, and I found Carnation evaporated, but it's fat-free. It looks like this here, so it will have a green label, and you can just search for it. And I checked the ingredients, and it's in a very inconspicuous place they locate it, but it has non-fat milk, potassium, phosphate, vitamin A, vitamin D, and that's it. It has no carrageenan in it. So this is, I bought up a half a dozen of these, and I'm going to try it, one of them, and if I find that I like it, I'm going to start stocking this up for my preps. And so I just wanted to put that out there. Again, it looks like this here. So you can screenshot that, or just type in Carnation fat-free milk. You want to have that. It's good for cooking in an SHTF situation. It needs no refrigeration. You can make eggs, scrambled eggs, cakes, pies, you know, gravies, anything milk, hot chocolate, anything you use regular milk for, you can use that for. And the recipes, how to convert it just to regular milk. Basically, all evaporative milk is milk that's been boiled, about 60% of the water out of it, so it's more concentrated. All right, everyone, just want to put that, and until next time, take care. God bless.